I haven't missed a day since it came out.
Kind of ashamed.
You didn't mention that. That's so much worse.
They're rookie numbers.
So, March 20th, 2021 marks the 1 year anniversary since Animal Crossing New Horizons was released. And with some real superfans in the GamesRadar team, I wondered how many hours of the game have they played, what their favourite memories of the game are, and more importantly, can any of you watching beat the amount of hours that they've played? Let us know in the comments below how many hours you've played of the game and what your favourite memories are in the last year.
I've been embarrassed to check lately, so let's see. Let's see. So it's bad, okay? So it's 785 hours in Animal Crossing.
Ooh. That's the equivalent of you playing for 32 days straight.
That's like that's over a month. Like, to be fair, I'm gonna add some stuff. So I reviewed it, and I got a month's early access to the game for work. So I did do a lot of guides and work for it for the site. So
this very much sounds like an addict trying to justify their their problem.
Do you want to know my other dirty secret?
Yeah, go on.
I actually bought another copy, so I have another Southern Hemisphere island on my Switch Lite. So there's probably another 200 hours on my other Switch, on my other island.
You didn't mention that. That's so much worse.
But there's at least, another 80 plus hours on the other island, so we're probably in circa 900 hour territory now.
900 hours-ish.
2 Nintendo Online subscriptions so I could trade with myself to get the best items.
Are you now starting to see why some of the team say that you have a problem?
You think I've played a lot. I mean, you should see some of these islands. Like, they've turned them into like deserts and like tropical paradises and like woodland stuff. I mean, mine's just a hodgepodge of different ideas.
So, Heather, you are one of the GamesRadar team's Animal Crossing superfans.
I haven't missed a day since it came out.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's commitment. So can you check? Can you check how many hours you're up to now then?
Yeah, 585.
So 585 hours works out to 24.3 days straight. It has only cost you 6p per hour that you played. Do you think that's a good deal?
100%, yeah. I mean, I've definitely got a lot of bang for my buck since I got the game, yeah.
So Hope, could you actually do me a favour? Could you actually go to your Switch now and see how many hours you've managed to rack up so far?
I've got 255.
So, 255 works out to 10.6 days straight. That means that you've only spent 15p per hour that you've played, which isn't bad.
Considering how much I played when I was like 10 on like Wild World, it's not a surprise.
So, do you think your 10-year-old self would be looking at you and saying, you need to get those hours up, Hope? I'm really disappointed in you.
They're rookie numbers.
They're rookie numbers, you need to get them up. You've sunk a lot of time into it. I bet you that there are a lot of people watching this who have sunk even more time. And like you say, this game has given people so much more than money and so much more than a time investment. It's a support, it's a positive thing, it's a beacon in the darkness. And it was just this amazing, unexpected thing that we should be so happy that we got.
I mean, I've been playing it since I was like 12 years old. Like, I had it on GameCube. So I've grown up with this game, but I never expected it to have such an impact on me in my adult life as it has. It's like a safety blanket in game form. That's what I feel like it is. I don't know how I would have gotten through it without it, to be honest. Like, it seems like an exaggeration to say it was a lifeline, but, you know, like living on my own as I do as well. And also, like, celebrating birthdays in that game is awesome. Like, it's the happiest thing ever. Just being able, like, that all your villagers get so excited, they scream happy birthday at you, they throw you a birthday party and give you presents, and it's the same with like Valentine's Day. Like, I got, my mailbox was jam full of presents from my villagers being like, happy Valentine's Day.
My 6-year-old cousin, she got the game just before Christmas, and it was her birthday in February, and she had like a little birthday party on Animal Crossing. So like, me and my partner went to Ireland to visit, which was really cute. So it was like a nice little a way to be there for her. Sent her like a little birthday card in the game and took like a present over for her. Like being able to actually, like you say, like connect with her without being there to celebrate her birthday was like a really nice thing. Like I hope that's dealt with my other cousins because they don't have the game, so it's just like a little bit of extra. I'm gonna reminisce about all the time I spent fishing for sharks and arapaimas, like so I'm gonna remember that definitely and think back and be proud of all the fish I caught.
For me, it was the social space. Like my best friend lives on the other side of the country. Like I would spend entire evenings, we still do, in the game, just milling about. It just became this weird like hangout zone. We didn't need to be in Animal Crossing, but having that sort of physical representation of another person sort of running around with you, it sort of felt like we were together still. I think and like we've had that with like huge groups, and like she left her job and they threw her a leaving party in Animal Crossing, and we threw another one of my friends a birthday party in Animal Crossing. That it became this hub for replacing the social activities that we do in real life. And my other friend, who's not into video games at all and thinks I'm totally bonkers, she was just like, I'm now jealous that you have that space to hang out in. I still get this weird feeling about like, when you've come home from like university or like a long trip or something, and there's that weird like relief of being back in like your own familiar surroundings. Like every time I boot up Animal Crossing and my little villager flings open the door of her house to greet the day with a smile, and I'm like, I'm just, aw, this is nice. And it's like, it doesn't matter if I've got nothing to do, if I'm just having a little potter and there's a new update, I want to have a little check out. There's just something that will never leave, I think, in terms of like coming back to that game and going, it's like a breath of fresh air. It's really comforting, like really homely. And I think that's because of that year that we've had with it. It is a bit like, coming home, even if you haven't played it in a few weeks.
That's the best way to explain it to somebody who doesn't game and hasn't played the game. It's contextualizing it in that sense of coming home and just feeling happy and welcome and safe and in control, and that feeling is just the perfect, and it's so the best way to explain why people have become attached to it during coronavirus. In the meantime, thank you for chatting to me about what it's meant to you, and everybody watching this has enjoyed playing it, and hopefully this can give you a judge if you've played too much. When we're back in the office, we'll have a proper intervention about all of you lot playing Animal Crossing far too much. And let us know in the comments below how many hours you played and what Animal Crossing has meant to you.